Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the London Black Knights. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. It's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
2nd down.
Sanders' first carry of the game. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
He was brought down at the
quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Jackson now. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Baltimore.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run with Sanders. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little, and oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
So that'll back him up 5. They go play action with Jackson. Forced out to his left. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try to match his athleticism.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Black Knights, nothing. Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Lock it.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Melvin Gordon.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. 80 weapon, 80 weapon.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Now, ball comes out, and it's picked. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Baltimore.
Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
From the gun, Jackson. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
From 8 yards out, and the Ravens will extend their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Black Knights, nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 2nd down now, it's Gordon, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Block working out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
2-yard line.
2nd quarter now, and it's London with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
London, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. Just keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down.
Easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now. And that one makes it 14-7.
Good. Makes the score Ravens 14, Black Knights 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down and 4, Jackson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They go play action now. Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
On the draw, here's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Locke. A bullet throw, but incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
Results in a 4th down.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll run. It's Sanders. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They go play action here on first down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That good for 19 at a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
He's going deep for Brown. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. First down, Sanders, and able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half. And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting. Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got him pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule. Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And finally taken down to the 25-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
And to give this time to the tailback. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On the counter, here's Gordon. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football. Taken down after a short pickup. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half.
Gain of a yard.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown in the second half. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On 2nd and 7, Locke. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
61, matchbox, light.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Locke. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I'm going back to you. Hey, alert 3.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff, now Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Three down, three down. Check Mike 40, check Mike 40. Bring it, let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
48-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Another run with Sanders. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And this offense is running away with this one. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Ravens 41, Black Knights 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. The pass there complete to Sutton. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Locke. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Locke sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they've rallied and made the tackle.
Now on 4th down, Vic Fangio going to send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Hey, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play action. Now Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
Raven first down.
Now Sanders. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's going the other way. The big fella. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. That one may not cost him in the end, but still, obviously, something the coach wants to avoid.
Oh, without a doubt. It won't cost the team because of where they are on the scoreboard, but it will cost the player who gave up the football.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is down to 24.
Good. Makes the score Ravens 41, Black Knights 17.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Space to maneuver at the 40. Going to throw right side here, complete. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Here's Sanders. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. 45, 45. Mike, 45. Hey, watch the slant.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So that one will be accepted. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
44.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. They'll get that complete to Alberto. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
A nice gain of 21 yards. On first down, Locke. Flush to his right. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Block. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Locke. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 15, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Black Knights.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, it was a great all-around performance as they come